I can't get enough of dog and a whole out shit. Fuck a kick her out shit. And that go for a boss bitch. My little niggas, them on dumb shit. Walk it down shit till the gun click. I don't post them, put them in no pics. Run you down in rush hour like Jackie Chan chopstick. I just bought a bitch with another bitch and they French kiss. I'm a misfit, ain't going nowhere without my biscuit. I went rags to rich, just going boom.
Hey, what is up with y'all YouTube? This your boy Purple and I'm back here with another video. And as y'all know, Future dropped his new mixtape called Mixtape Pluto, and they got some crazy production by some producers like Southside, Wheezy. They just did some classic over here, you know. So today I'm gonna break down a beat that is similar to the new tape of Future, and let's get it. So as y'all know, we started everything with a loop, and here's how this loop sounds like. It's pretty simple but sounds crazy, so let me break it down. Alright, so we're starting with this landfill preset. It's from Analog Blueprint Bank, and the MIDI is really simple. We're starting off with this chord right here. We're working in C minor, and I built this chord, and then I copied this over and put up the G sharp note down one semitone. Then I just randomly pasted the same part over here, and I heard that it sounds cool, and I just kept it. Then I duplicated this and added some extra notes, you know, like a variation, so it sounds better. And also what I did here, I copied the root note and just made it an octave down version of it. For the bass over here, we got Fruity Pear Magic EQ2. Here were a lot of flows right here, and I decided to cut them off. And also Portal with a preset called Pressure. It's from the Creative Concept V2 bank, and I lowered the dry wet up a little bit, so you know it's not really that much of effect right here. Then I ran this pattern out, and you know it's multi-keys, and they always sound different, so I duplicated it again. So you know I had a 16 bar pattern. And then I just took the second half when I thought that this sounds the best. So for the next sound, we got Art of War keys from Hope is Crazy Cryptic Bank. And for this right here, I wanted to make it like sort of like a texture, maybe like an ARP sort of sound, you know, something subtle on the background that just gives some cool vibes to the loop. And so as y'all can see, the MIDI is really simple. It's just C, then it's C again, but up 2 octaves, and it's G sharp, and right here is G. So we're working with these semitones, and when you're doing this, you know, it creates a lot of dark tension, and so we get like an aggressive sort of feeling to our melody. Moving on to the effects, we got Fruity Pear Magic EQ2, cut out the lows and the highs, so you know, now there were a lot of highs and I decided to dump them a little bit. And I got Valhalla Vintage Verb with these settings. Then I got 2 portals. First one is Cool Texture from Inferno Bank, and the second one is Isolated from Grain Textures 2 kit. So the second preset really gives a lot of grains, and I just decided to run this pattern out. And here's what I got right here. I just pitched this up by an octave, so you know it sounds cooler. And also I heard that the high frequencies from our main melody were clashing a little bit with these high frequencies, so I decided to lower them a little bit with an EQ. And again cut out the lows. Then I got this Mafia Brass from A-Shark Megalodon multi-kit, and right here I laid a pretty simple pattern, so we got only C notes right here. Here's what we got. And for the face we only got EQ with the lows cut out. Then I decided to do like a little switch up section, so I grabbed the main melody and I pitched this up an octave. And after I did that, I needed like an accent sound, so our melody, and I added this cleric one shot from Coding Files Volume 3. And here's our pattern, again pretty simple, 2 C notes over here and then the octave version right here, so nothing crazy. For the effects, we got Permesh Kikitsu, cut out a lot of the lows and some of the mids. Also we got Valhalla Vintage Verb with these settings. And finally a crystallizer with the mix down to 17.5% and pitch up to 1200 cents. And after I broke down everything, as you can see, the midis right here are pretty simple, so you don't need to overcomplicate it. You better use like a lot of octaves, some half step tensions, so to create like a dark feeling to the melody, and yeah, not overcomplicate your MIDI. So moving on to the drums, the first sound that I got was the new sizzle snare. Here's how it sounds like. Then I had this chase the money snare, you know, like a counter one, so it just hits only one time in a pattern. Then we got a default 808 Mafia open head, and the placement of the open heads is pretty standard, except this note I decided to add like a low accent with this. Then I grabbed this hazard snare, you know, it's like a basic rec snare, but with the highs turned up a little bit. And here's our pattern, just a quick little roll at the end. Then we got a basic hit one hi-hat. Here's our pattern, the default 2-step with some rolls and 1/3 step snapping. Here's how it sounds like. And a quick little tip for y'all, if y'all want your hi-hats to be really crispy and hit really hard, just boost the velocities up to the max. And finally I got this 808, I tweaked out the out knob a little bit, also boosted it up, EQ'd up too. And here's our pattern, pretty simple, leaves a lot of space for other drums and not really complicated. And yeah, that's kinda it for the drums. For the arrangement is pretty simple. Right here is just an 8-bar intro, then I just play all the drums. Then right here, you know, it's like a low transition, and I cut out the open heads and the hi-hats, so you can really hear the 808 roll. So for the verse section, I cut out all the counter snares, so it is some more space for the artist. And on the first chorus section, I just removed the open head. And that's kinda it. So that's kinda it for today's beat. If y'all like this and learn something new, please like this video, subscribe to this channel, ring the notification bells, follow me on IG, and yeah, peace.